Hello, welcome to Bridges and Beacons. We're here today on June 16th to talk about Juneteenth. And I am excited to share about this special day in the lives of our Black brothers and sisters. It makes me think about the joy in the freedom given by God to the Israelites as He led them out of Egypt to a new land where they were promised freedom from slavery. Listen to the familiar words of Exodus 3:7-9 and Exodus 15:19-20. The Lord said, "I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying out because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. So I have come down to rescue them from the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them up out of that land into a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey. And now the cry of the Israelites has reached me, and I have seen the way the Egyptians are oppressing them." When the horses, from chapter 19, when the horses of Pharaoh with his chariots and his chariot drivers went into the sea, the Lord brought back the waters of the sea upon them. But the Israelites walked through the sea on the dry ground. Then the prophet Miriam, Aaron's sister, took a tambourine in her hand, and all the women went out after her with tambourines and with dancing. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Imagine being enslaved for 400 plus years, and God hears the cries, pleas, and prayers of His faithful people. He has not forgotten them. I have been learning that there are similarities between the time of freedom of the Israelites and the African American holiday of Juneteenth. You see, while the Emancipation Proclamation to release all enslaved people in the United States was proclaimed in 1863, the news did not reach the then province of Texas until 1865, June 19th, 1865. That is the actual date of full freedom, representing the end of slavery in the United States. This year, 2021, will be the 156th anniversary of this holiday. I imagine the shock, the joy, the gratitude to God for this gift. Historians and celebrators of the Juneteenth tell us that there was indeed great joy as those with new freedom proceeded to celebrate as they looked forward to starting new lives. Did they revolt or rebel, seek revenge upon those who kept them as slaves and treated them in ways that I can't even speak about? I have difficulty imagining that. Well, we know that upon receiving news of their freedom from slavery in the United States, that Black people sang songs of celebration and joy, as did Miriam and all of the women who went out with tambourines and dancing. They couldn't wait to be free. It gives me awe to learn of this holiday just within the last year or so. People continue to celebrate this holiday today in memory of their enslaved ancestors and in celebration and hope of new freedom to come. Everything from community barbecues to worship services to service projects, all celebrations of joy to God, the one who promises freedom to all. The hymn we will hear now was written in 1900 by leaders of the NAACP. First as a poem, and then a couple years later put to music. I love this hymn. It is known as the Black National Anthem, and we sing it often. I never knew that. Yet it speaks and is sung by many as a pledge of unity to work together for equality and justice. It is now included in over 30 Christian hymnals. Listen to the images of the exodus of the Israelites, as well as that of those freed, really freed, from the United States.
Lift every voice and sing till the good heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound. Love as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Gazing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
Please pray with me the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. I don't really get to know much about how the Israelites celebrated their freedom, or if they memorialized it in any way. To me, the image in Exodus 15 is certainly lovely and fitting. We all get to know how and why Juneteenth is celebrated, and we can share in the beautiful music created and sung all through the year by many Christians in unity with our Black brothers and sisters. In the end, it is all about expressing joy to our God for freedoms of all types, especially the ability to be in relationship with each other. Our God's graciousness and love cannot be limited in any way. Bless the Lord. The Lord's name be praised.